Hello, 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 hello. Hi, friends. Welcome to another stream. Actually, I gotta fix the white balance on this. Well, don't worry about the white balance on the camera. I'm just gonna be editing some photos. Welcome to the stream. If you don't know who I am, I'm Javier Morales, a photographer based in Orlando. I do educational things like showing how to edit photos. Today we're bringing some freelancing work that I've been doing for sports, and I'll keep you guys posted with more stuff. I have to do an unboxing today. I'm waiting for a second package that is arriving today, and for now we're gonna enjoy some few minutes of editing. I'm probably gonna do half an hour just to bring you guys along. This was a 4-day coverage, well, 3-day coverage, and long hours, exposed to the sun. I'm also bringing feedback based on the Tamron 70-180, which is the first time I'm using it on an sports set, so a sports environment. So I'm bringing that feedback to you guys once again. Using in this specific tournament, I used the 70-180, and I used the Sigma 120-300 2.8, one of my favorite lenses. Unfortunately, this lens that I own needs to go to maintenance, so I have as a backup the 70-180 now, and I'm able to finally compare the images, compare the quality and the performance. So if you are interested in that feedback, please stay along. We're gonna go over some images, my workflow process. Big shout out to LEM, one of the teams that requested coverage, and there was another one called Showtime. Also, thank you for trusting in our work. And yeah, I was excited to do more sports. Once again, I love sports. I love the environment, the passion that parents and athletes have. I was a player myself. I used to play soccer, so I understand the concept and the passion behind all this. So we're gonna share the screen. We're gonna go over some settings. We're gonna go over the gear. We're gonna go over a little bit of the process. And if you have any questions, once again, anyone that is currently watching us through YouTube, Instagram, TikTok, Twitch, Kick, anybody that has a question, feel free to let me know. I'm also gonna share this to the photo family on Discord, which I am gonna do that now. Photo family. Let me go ahead and tag them along. Twitch. There we go. And I'll create a post and say hello to them. I'm gonna editing. Okay, perfect. All right, so big shout out to the family, photo family in Discord. So let's start. I'm gonna go ahead and share the screen. As far as the gear that we use, I use the A7 IV. It's a quite versatile camera. It's not meant mainly for sports, but you could definitely use. You could see the results here. I have two bodies, so I use two of them, A7 IVs, and then the two lenses that I mainly use for this were the Tamron 70-180 and the Sigma 120-300 2.8. That one originally is a Canon lens. I have an adapter that I use with the Sonys. Unfortunately, I haven't seen the digital native version of this. I'm hoping it's coming out very soon. I know Sigma launched a sports lens recently, so I'm hoping that there's a renewed version for this lens, because I really love this lens. Anyways, so as far as settings, I'm using in the specific photo, just to give you an idea, roughly, of course, depending if I'm facing the sun or I'm facing away from the sun, colors and settings are gonna change drastically, mainly because when you're facing the sun, everybody's backlit, meaning that everything's gonna be warming up, so the skin color looks a little bit more natural. There's a few tricks that you could use to make sure the grass stays green, because everything in the background is gonna turn super yellow, because photos are meant to protect skin white balance. So keep that in mind. When I'm facing the sun, away from the sunlight, in this case, it'll be easier because everything is lit in the same way. So I actually try my best to always be with the sun behind me, because that's the best way to shoot. You could always use, if you need, for example, if you want to have a higher f-stop to cover more ground, you could do that and not have to push the ISO too high. And then you could push that shutter option to make sure you freeze the action. Depends on the way that you want to capture action. Is up to you. If you want to do some motion blur, you could definitely do that. But once again, when you're doing freelancing work, all companies have different requirements. So for most of the companies that I work for, they require you to have a very high shutter speed because you're freezing motion. Anyways, once again, if you have any questions, please let me know. I'm gonna start editing. Please enjoy. Now, one thing that I like to point out, when you're capturing athletes, the main thing is that you want to see their faces. You might have some, you might take some creative freedom options or decisions. It depends on your shooting style. But once again, faces are very important. Faces and the ball. Now, flag football is a little trickier, because sometimes there's players that will very rarely hold the ball. There's for example, the quarterback is always going to have the ball. Some of the receivers are going to have the ball, but most of the defensive line, they're focusing on protecting any counter attacks, things like that. So it's a little tricky. But the main goal is to capture that action. If they're not currently holding the ball, you want to look for people with that, passion, aggressive looks, things like that. So you really want to make sure you capture that, freeze the motion, and do the rest. Try to make sure the white balance on the skin, make that a priority more than anything else. Now, a little trick that I use is having something white. So you go to any portion that is white, and I'm so used to editing, so I make sure the white looks white. For example, I could put in a little bit more of yellow, warm it up a little bit, and then I added a little bit of magenta, so this looks a little bit whiter. So that's how I'm able to tell that my white balance is good. Now, keep in mind, some skin colors, some people are a little bit yellowish, some others are a little bit browner. So I think that's a safe way to go about it. Making sure you find something white and keeping it in that brown. So one thing about flag football, they're trying to be as slippery as possible. So you're gonna see a lot of hip motion. They're bringing the flags are literally on the hip level, so they're trying to change the how high they're at. Sometimes they're gonna go really low to the ground. Sometimes they're gonna try to jump above and go through them. Sometimes they're gonna use the spin motions to make sure they don't grab that flag. So you're gonna see a lot of pretty much dancing on the field. So those are great shots when you're shooting that. So try to be prepared and anticipate that movement. Usually when I start the first day, for me it's more like a warm-up day. So for me as a warm-up day, the first 2 games is me getting used to the players, getting used to how they move, looking at how the team moves on the field. That's very important, especially if you're doing sports. Try to understand how teams play. That way you're gonna be able to anticipate their motion. If you want to be a sports photographer, just don't just shoot like crazy without understanding how players move, because you're gonna waste a lot of images in the wrong location. Understand that some teams are gonna be super great and they're gonna have a lot of good shots. Understand that sometimes there's gonna be teams that are gonna be really good and they're gonna lose. So as a photographer, just try to hunt for those important moments, and once again anticipate. There's cases where I was assigned a specific player for a game, and sometimes they only play 5 minutes and you have to hit a specific amount of images. So be mindful of that. I personally like to tell stories. I like to go into detailed shots. That's literally my event background, wedding background too, talking. So I could bring that into sports as well, because telling a good story, understanding how players are getting ready for action, how they live and how they react to the game itself, and how they handle emotions through the tough times, the good times, the bad times. That's always good. So try to bring your not only the sports photography side, but try to tell a story, be more of a journalistic as well. So that also elevates your photography. So once again, if you have any questions, let me know. Please enjoy the editing. Adam, what's up, brother? Hope you're doing okay. How you doing today? Once again, I'm gonna be live for a few minutes because doing a live stream while editing does it takes a huge toll on this computer. Eventually, I'm gonna update the computer, upgrade it, and get better internet. I'm hopefully finally jumping into the quantum fiber optic. Hopefully that helps. This is from a tournament that's happening here in Orlando. It's a flag football tournament. This is I took this on the 19th, and I'm currently editing them. Once again, the computer takes a little longer because I'm doing the live stream at the same time. So I'm planning to be live for another 10 minutes, but I wanted to jump in, say hello, show you guys a little bit of the process of the editing, and you know, if you guys need any assistance regarding how to take photos in sports events, things like that, I'll be more than happy to assist you guys. Or if you have any questions, let me know. I'm planning to eventually sell my presets as well, so if you guys want to jump into that, I can help you. I have created presets for some well, I have like 34 presets created for different occasions, so we could definitely talk about that as well. All right, for this specific one, what I'm gonna do is grab this one right here, the heel tool. There's like a trash or like a paper on the floor, so I'm gonna use that and paint this out. Hopefully the computer doesn't explode. This is gonna be my last photo because this is gonna delay my editing process, but I wanted to show you guys what the editing process would be for my photos. And this is exactly why I'm gonna upgrade the computer and upgrade the internet. So what I'm gonna do, maybe to help me with all this process, is close the music. There we go. And I'm back here. There you go. I guess the music was also affecting the stream. Wow, this is slow. Alright, so the heel tool is gonna grab a portion of something similar. If I don't like it, I could definitely grab the sample. For example, it seems that it's gonna take the sample from here. So what I'm gonna do is probably grab and drag it here, because I don't want it to grab the sample from a piece where the focal portion, that the lens, like the blur, needs to be similar to that area. So it makes sense. All right, there we go. Perfect. Okay, friends, this is it. I'm gonna cut the stream because I don't want to delay the editing process, but I did wanted to bring you guys along, show you guys a little bit of the images, my editing process and whatnot. And I'm gonna be sharing and posting some comparisons between the Sigma and the Tamron. I was really surprised with the quality of the Tamron as well, even though that specific lens for me was around $740, which is not too bad. It was refurbished from Amazon store. Yeah, but still, I do have a preference on the longer reach. 120 to 300 is a beautiful sports lens. I really want Sigma to come out with that range for native for digital cameras, especially for the E-mount. So hopefully that happens soon. Hopefully this year. Anyways, guys, that's it for me today. Thank you so much for watching. Once the two items that I got unboxed come in today, I do have one already. I'm waiting for the other one. When they show up, I'll do a quick unboxing and say hello to you guys once again. But I did wanted to share a little bit of what I do as a freelancer photographer. Thank you guys for watching. Don't forget to subscribe, share, do what you gotta do, and follow. I'll catch you guys in the next one. Bye.